very awkward. See how that kind of whiffs, and then the Boundless also whiffed. So a bit of an awkward kind of start to the fight there from HR.
Oh, certainly. I meant that V-Tune was able to stand a pretty good fight.
It did.
But now back in action, they're just straight down the mid. This time around, the Boundless will connect on to the second ball. The Hex as well. V-Tune's getting low. The Graves there in time. Solo comes in with a save. The Sunder. V-Tune back up to full HP. Solo able to keep each protected. First blood to be found, yeah.
Did use a salve though. Did have to pop one on the Clockwork to survive. Yeah, let's see how these lanes end up going, because like we said, I think it's going to be a lot more battling coming out here. And yeah, let's see how Darkseer goes. Hero that got buffed, changed in the patch. Of course, the Shard is a little strange now, leaving a little trail, but the Aghanims, the punch, that much stronger. Which could be something we maybe see later down the lines versus TB.
See how heavily they're able to zone him. Obviously, last game, V-Tune was able to find complete free farm in his lane. You've only got to imagine that that's not going to be the case this time.
Depends on how Solo is able to offset the pressure, because it does take some time. Once you hit 3 on Darkseer, then you can try to slow down a hero like TB, but all depends if they get on him. It's an overwhelming amount of damage if they do get the double shell vacuum.
And what about top? You know, obviously the HellRaisers, they pick the Monkey King, so they have this matchup against the Timber. Is it going to be easy enough for Watson, or is the pressure from the CM Timber lane to be too much for him to deal with?
I think he should get Okai farm, but I think the CM actually does more than you'd expect. The attack slow is very frustrating versus Monkey King early on, so lanes should have free farm. Watson might get slowed down a little bit because of Sweden's strong. So I'd say, I would say Navi's lanes, all 3 look pretty solid.
Yeah, already we're seeing on the bottom lane, so they're doing a very good job at just beating back the 2 of them.
Yeah, it's once they hit 3, the Darkseer and Clockwork, that's when they can start actually posing kill threat onto Dazzle. Not onto TB, it's a little harder. It depends on where the Dazzle is, but see how that goes. Mid lane, constant trades coming out right now. No one.
He's smashing.
Kind of dominating the matchup, yeah.
I'm having a very good time with these first few waves. Double that of the CS. Rebel's been able to grab. You see, of course, down bottom. Miro constantly able to make sure that Gilga can get out of harm's way if he sticks around a little too long.
That Dazzle's able to just make sure V-Tune doesn't get pressured whatsoever. Even when like the double ion shells come out, they have to make sure they ion shell themselves if they go for aggression, because Dazzle just heal bombs the wave and the ion shells are gone. So HR, they can't actually get aggressive. V-Tune's gonna free farm. And they can't even get aggressive onto Solo. So this is one of those, you know, reasons you don't see the Darkseer. Level 3 is out though, so let's see if they can actually do much of anything with it as Gilger. No one's got boots, almost level 6. Gonna go back to base, heal up that mana, keep slowing down Rebel. I can't believe that disparity in the mid lane.
Yeah, it definitely feels like with both heroes having the nukes, the ability to push the waves out, that it'll be a whole lot closer than it is. We'll see bottom. They're trying to dive in. He's dead for that one. That was a very weak attempt there, it felt, from HellRaisers to dive in and pressure Navi. Doing it underneath a Terrorblade with Metamorphosis at the ready. You're just handing him first blood.
I mean, he's gotten so much free farm in the first 4 waves, 5 waves, 6 waves, etc. He's got treads. You can't get on top of him at all. Like, your chance to go for kills down here is not happening ever again. They have V-Tune, who's now it's V-Tune, who is a Terrorblade who dominated his lane. Now he's got his max conjure image, so he's able to farm at a really fast rate. And look at Watson. Watson went for the lane dominating build, the skill build that is. So he wanted Primal Spring. He is going to farm it very slow. TB is going to catapult ahead of him and farm.
That is definitely going to create quite the distance between these 2 carries, unless they can find ability for Watson to join fight.
Feels like he might have to just because of his skill build, but yeah, let's see.
You see the setup. The Boundless here to stop no one from being able to close him with the Light Strike, but the Frostbite still there onto Malady. Navi got to find a kill.
V-Tune even showing up. Pops the meta. He's going to quickly just go back to Ancients, so he's going to be able to keep that. They want to get the big one. They want to try to find this TB somehow.
Yeah, V-Tune's has been so elusive.
They might be able to. They're actually getting...
I think he's already going to head out into the trees and TP away. He knows that something's coming this way. Is he really going to hang around here?
Thinking about it. He's...
Or... How long is he going to hang around? He's going to get another illusion out.
His team's coming. His team is sandwiching now.
All right.
Top tower is under attack.
Now he knows that he's got a sort of a safe distance between himself and the HellRaisers.
Scary position to be, though, around this triangle here. Yeah, they'll have to back away.
Yeah, good move from Navi, though. Coming across and kind of taking HellRaisers' attention away from what could have been a potential catch on the Terrorblade.
Navi's giving respect to those big cooldowns. You know, they know that everything's up. They're still just getting that farm on TB. I think V-Tune probably feels like he is the strongest here on the map. They just have to dance and avoid these exorcisms and play around it nicely. Now, though, he's got Scotty.
Yeah, he's like 18 minutes in. He's crushing it. This is...
He can keep that distance. He can slow the DP, slow the Monkey King through the BKBs when they have it. Constantly playing around this Roche.
Tower is under attack.
Who's going to go for it? They do have the Ghosts. Rebel wants to start to commit for it, and he's going to get them going. Ghosts are out.
He has a haste rune as well. Really big rune on the Death Prophet.
Navi, they really want to try and push HellRaisers out of this.
They got the wall.
Oh, they get the stun onto Watson. He gets very, very low. Has to put the BKB, turns to the Boundless Strike, takes down Dazzle. V-Tune, he'll BKB TP out. Gets out of the fight as quickly as he can. Lays will continue to draw HellRaisers' attention away from the pit for now. HellRaisers, they will chase.
Dire's bottom tower.
The Roche is
Run
so
him down,
long.
and with the damage of the Ghost, they'll have him. Another kill for Rebel.
Sweet and strong.
The pit. Dead though on Navi. Raises everybody alive, but the exorcism has come to an end.
Incoming!
Any chance for a steal? There's no way of getting in on this. HellRaisers, they'll grab the Aegis. Game has changed it massively for the two mids, as you say, considering no one's start.
He's almost level 20 on the Death Prophet, too. So on top of just being that farmed, he's going to have that nice little talent if he wants to have more health. I mean, the slow is actually really nice. He has Shard. He picked it up early. That Roche. No one just continues to be very fragile, too. Something I just keep looking at. Like, he's got this damage that he can do. That's nice for the Lina, but I feel like eventually he's going to get caught in the wall vacuum and maybe just die. So, tough fights for no one as it proceeds.
No, absolutely, yeah. Especially, if he gets caught by, as you said, the slows for the Death Prophet, the full Shiva's Guard as well. They'll be able to keep him in a situation that's going to be tough for him to get out of. Solo's definitely going to have his work cut out in terms of who he's going to be able to provide the save for. He cut the tree of Watson, but he's had that Aegis still for 40 seconds.
They're in.
Now, HellRaisers, they'll be the ones to make the jump in. They go straight over towards the back lines, take out Solo and Sweet and Strong. Both supports, they will buy back. V-Tune, again, just having the BKB TP out of the action. Gets the silence out on the Timber. And Lays, Brave will buy him maybe a chance to get out of this. He'll get the chain off into the trees, but Rebel, he'll still find him. Triple kill for Rebel as he is just cleaning up each and every fight. And not done yet. They're going to look for more jumping forward with the Shiva's Guard. Slow, Sweet and Strong. Disintegrate. Dive back on the CM. They will lose the Death Prophet for their dive here. Get everybody else out of there. Malady's away. Gilga. The hook shot to the side. TP on cooldown for another couple of seconds. He'll pop the cogs, but V-Tune's got the range and he's got the damage. The HellRaisers.
All right. Watson's not farming Owen for quite some time.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah, it's starting to get, the disparity is just getting too big. TB is just having
is
two, maybe even a third item ahead of this Monkey King now.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Roche. They're just gonna go straight for it. Arcane Rune popped with the EXO. Dies fast. And Navi, they're close.
Navi will definitely be having something to say about this.
Is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
See how stuck in they can get.
Halfway through EXO. Roche not dropping fast enough. HR.
I don't know if they can push for this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not going as they wanted to here with HellRaisers. They've got to be careful now.
That's the majority of their damage gone. 60 seconds, no EXO.
Are they going to jump in? With the vacuum, but the BKBs are out straight away. We'll see Gilga get the angle towards the back lines. Look for Solo. We'll find him. Now he himself caught in his own cogs and trapped by the frostbite.
V-Tune.
The hand of the God Forsaken. Gilga's going to be able to get out. In fact, other side of the river, they'll lose V-Tune. As hell, they've done it. They've managed to sort of break through Navi.
Wow.
In the specific fashion. On top of that, everything else from HellRaisers ready to throw down at Navi.
Miro.
Nice. Teams with a bit of a catch, but War Staff will save him. Navi, they're heading out of the base. They'll look for the jump themselves. They'll get the opening onto Watson. They'll go straight.
They got him.
Again. They've got him. He's out for 90. Has got the option of buying back if he wants to rejoin the force in the fight here. The aggressive jump from Rebel is there. He goes straight for Solo on the back lines. And now he opts to TP out himself, but he actually has to pass up to the TP. He's up in the air. They've caught him. Both cores dead and gone. Navi able to hold solidly there as HellRaisers getting caught out. Great opening from the reach that Navi had to be able to catch Watson.
Both sides just having Navi having a much easier way of just exploding a target. HR's the damage is a little bit more gradual. So Navi, they always have this chance of just starting a fight by deleting one of those HR heroes in comparison. Exo's popped.
Have the fight come out from HellRaisers. Let's try and see if they can deal with the Timber Sword. Get the silence to stun out to both of them. That's going to be the Timber down. Sweden strong as well. Jumped upon. He'll dive through the BKB. He'll look for the BKB TP out and he'll make it away.
He's lucky there's no bash there. That could have been a game-winning bash
Two
for
or
Watson.
three hits coming in and none of them getting the proc.
He bashed the hit right afterwards. The fourth hit, not the third hit. That was, I believe, yeah, the EXO was used, so...
Timber's short of the money of buyback as well.
Okay.
Gold short.
Still one wall available for HR, but no EXO right now. Lina in these later stages with Refresher, we could see the triple Laguna Blade coming out, and anyone dies.
There weren't any new tier 5s, were there?
No. Just balancing of other ones, right? Machina, I believe Ex Machina, mana costs, and stuff like that, right? What else? One other change, right? There's Ex Machina and Mirror Shield changes, I think? Yeah.
I think Mirror, yeah.
What was it? Cooldown nerf? Yeah, cooldown nerf. Okay, double smoke. Wards out. Navi has good vision.
Oh, Swedenstrom's coming in.
Rebel, he's on the high ground.
Forces in aggressively. He needed a bit of an awkward spot. They can keep a distance to him, but V-Tune's being held close here. Will step back to the side with the BKB. Gets away from the Death Prophet. Kimura trying to chase him down. Good vacuum into the two-man balance. The bash is there as well into the Abyssal. They'll lock down and kill V-Tune. Excellent catch there from Miro. They'll get the cleanup, but that big one being that of V-Tune.
The Darkseer, he finds everything. The perfect targets, and then they get the follow-up with Watson. V-Tune gets nothing
Radiant's
off.
middle tower is under attack.
Okay, buyback will be back up in 2 seconds.
Okay,
so
another EXO though.
It was on cooldown and it's up now, so he has the option.
Rebel did have the EXO now available though with that Refresher. Glyph, of course.
The buybacks to get out from there.
And HR has everything available too. It's just the Darkseer without buyback, but he's been very safe.
Don't want to stick around, I think, until Terrorblade buys back.
Radiant structures.
And they're going to go straight for a second set, or at least attempt to. Wants to respect the fortification.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
40 seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And surely they want to push for this barracks.
Radiant's bottom
30 seconds is a long time. No Terrorblade. And yeah, Watson will lay down the ult. They've got creeps coming in the mid, so the backdoor protection will fall.
Lina just doesn't start the fight out with the -1 on the side HR. Feels like a huge uphill battle as Roche.
And interesting as well to see sort of what V-Tune feels the problem is this stage, because already there's 3-4 staffs on the lineup, but he is the Terrorblade 59 minutes in. He feels like he has to get the Hurricane Pike himself, so he can also have that ability to force around the team fight. And that's going to be the 4th force here the team has. Catch, but it's a 3-man vacuum wall there, dropped down by Miro. The BKBs come out from Navi, they'll try and back off, but Timber falling low. Going off onto Rebel. They're trying to burst through, but the Eon Disc gets there and ready. Pops. He's Rebel safe for a little longer. Second round of Hex is there, logging Rebel down.
So Watson
from V-Tune is done. They're taking out Rebel. They're taking out Watson, but Rebel, he'll buy back. Same to be said for Watson. They want to get back in on this fight, HellRaisers.
My God. And there's a double wall that hits kind of perfectly, but Navi's able to distance themselves and turn the fight afterwards, getting the DPN Monkey King. That was pretty beautiful, the way that they kind of kite out the wall.
3 buybacks there as well. 2 big ones, of course, being that of Rebel and Watson. Stygian Desolator did hit the ground. They're not. I don't know if anyone. I mean, surely they'll see it anyway because it now shows through the fog.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, Stygian Deso. I think it was Navi that dropped it.
Nobody noticed that. That was in the middle of 2 vacuum walls and Chen creeps. No one see that. That's gone. Someone will see it later.
No, it was okay. So it was actually for HellRaisers. That would be quite a nice one. Of course, for the Monkey King for Watson, but I think it's going to go unnoticed.
V-Tune finds an Apex, 56 armor on Terrorblade.
They'll see it now. They're walking past it.
Oh, they think that Watson's in. Oh, how convenient.
Grab that. Get it.
Rosso.
But indeed, the Aegis has already been picked up. They'll jump in. Put the vacuum off, but the wall's kind of off to the side. Now with the Hex down, onto here, he's falling low. They'll pop the Hand of God, try and keep him alive, but the burst is there from no one. He goes down. Buyback straight away from Sweden Strong. BKB pop by Mason. He's up to the high ground. They're trying to chase him. But this Timber, again, just a little too tanky for them to take down as quickly as they would want to. The fear and the silence will finally do the job, but also buyback was ready for him as well. So he'll get back in on the action. They're taking out Gilga, then that's a dieback from him.
Yeah, look how it kicks off. So like watch this vacuum on the left side and watch the Boundless right afterwards. Very awkward. See how that kind of whiffs and then the Boundless also whiffed? So a bit of an awkward kind of start to the fight there from HR.
Oh, certainly. And then V-Tune was able to stand a pretty good fight.
Indeed.
But now back in action, they're just straight down the mid. This time around, the Boundless will connect on to the second wall. The Hex as well. V-Tune's getting low. The Graves there in time. Solo comes in with a safe. The Sunder. V-Tune back up to full HP. Solo able to keep each protected. Now, with no Monkey King for 2 minutes, the game looking to be in a pretty disastrous spot now for HellRaisers. Navi onto the tier 4s. V-Tune ready to push on you. No one still has this Aegis for 3 minutes. There's going to be any chance of hold here from HellRaisers with just the 4 of them.
They got to just try to jump out. Fiero's wall in 8 seconds. V-Tune, he's ending it.
Tier 4s are going. Miro's got to get a perfect jump. They have the Ghost. This Rebel charging in straight away, looking to push them back off the Ancient. The Hex is there. Out onto Miro. They'll get the wall drop down. Has caught V-Tune in it, but V-Tune Sunder again back up to full HP. Rebel focused by no one, but no one is dying to Rebel. V-Tune will die. He'll buy back. The Aegis coming out of the hands of no one. No one able to blink out in time. You see Rebel just charging the wall. Solo trying to force him away. Solo is able to keep the distance and survive. Back in the base though, Lace caught by the Hex. Timber's dead. It's Navi now with 2 dead and no buyback.
Oh my God. They didn't give respect to the Darkseer. He got the double wall on TB. They got the Hex and control from Death Prophet as well. Oh my God. 65 minutes and this game still feels like it's anybody's game.
It really does. It really is. Not often you get to this late in the timer and have wall down, but the BKBs are off. Second
Watson
as well, but they'll turn. They're going to light come right out onto the 2 of them. V-Tune pops for refresher, ready to go with the second round of the BKB. Forcing towards the Monkey King Watson to fall. Miro will prop. V-Tune's BKB soon to be coming to an end. They'll force him to the side though. He's able to get away from the catch of Miro and keep their distance, turn, take out the Darkseer. Navi will be able to push HellRaisers out of their base.
Oh, they tried to grab him. They almost got V-Tune, but the Hex control, no one protecting him, and now Gilger also the fall.
Back into the hands of Navi now.
And now there's no Darkseer. Now Navi have a great window to end it.
I mean,
look how they're still hitting the racks. They're like, okay, let's go by it slow, guys. We have 5 up versus 2, but
what can Rebel do with Malady? They're going for the jump in. The Hex is there though. Eon Disc pushing down the second time. Won't be able to get off a fair few of the siphons, but the physical damage from V-Tune is too much. The game's over. GG's called. Navi will be able to secure this game 3, and with that, the series 66 minutes in.
And Watson
as well, but they'll turn. They're going to light come right out onto the 2 of them. V-Tune pops for refresher, ready to go with the second round of the BKB. Forcing towards the Monkey King Watson.